EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st down, Pryor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down and what will be a gain of 21 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
It's a gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Jackson.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
1st and 10 at the
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Pryor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Again, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, middle. Scoot. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Middle. Three buzz. Yeah. Check. Report.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Rodgers got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Is 3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 13. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A 30-yard attempt. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Oh, twisting away. There goes Green.
Woo!
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers, and he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Yeah. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34. Don't get nervous. You. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. So don't say nothing. Mike 34.
Jackson will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down now, it's Gibson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And this is...
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
The kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On first down, Pryor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Open man is Ross, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graves. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 7, Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
7-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jackson.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. On play action, now Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he's He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Green Bay, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for